Hey, there we are. I think we're live. Are you live, Valerie? Because I'm live.
I hope I'm live.
I
It's
hope I'm live.
yeah, it's been kind of wonky energy. So it does have that strangeness. I keep calling it high strangeness feeling, because we're working through a lot of stuff we don't even realize,
I
and
know. It's crazy energy.
yeah.
So I think that the announcement just went out. That's what John was saying. So, hi, everybody. I'm Kate, the Dream Detective, and this is
Valerie from
Valerie
Illumination Portal.
from.
Hi, butterfly kisses. Hi,
Yep.
Kate. Hi, Juno. I can't see everybody. Hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay. We are really glad that you guys are all joining us. We're checking for sound to make sure our sound is good tonight because I know it was a little wonky the other night and I kind of froze up a little bit too. So we're trying to make sure that I'm not freezing. I don't know how somebody can freeze when it's this hot. It's like, oh my gosh,
It is hot.
it
It is.
is. It is hot. It is hot.
Oh, look at all these people. Hi, Maruda. Hi, Erin. Isabel. Viviani. Hi. Look at
Hi, everybody.
all these beautiful souls. Thank
It's
you.
so exciting. Every time I do a show, I think about having, like, I'm having a party.
Yeah, every time. It's what it feels like. And the energy is really awesome. It's an awesome party.
It's always so good. It's
Yeah.
always so good. So, we have picked a difficult topic, and
Ooh.
honestly, it was really hard to try and figure out the best way to share this information because we felt it was so important, especially with the energies working with us. And it is a really good time to be looking at how the universe is supporting changes that are coming up, changes for the good. And I'm going to let Valerie explain those changes within the universal energies that are coming through. So, have at
Well,
it, Val.
well, we've been on this journey for quite a while, but we'll just go back a few years. And here we are in new energy. We were in the mud for a long time. Here we are coming out of it, right? But we're coming out of it, and well, we have to be real with ourselves. If your heart is speaking to you, and we're following our hearts, we're being real with ourselves. We're in love. We are love energy, like projecting love energy out, thinking about love energy all the time. Um, so I bring up love because we're in Cancer season, but Mars and Venus are in Leo right now, and that's the divine masculine, divine feminine, balancing within each of us individually and our the collective. So to get to there, well, we have to kind of look at ourselves and go, Leo, Venus and Leo is going to make sure that we are fine tuned and honed in on self love and acceptance. Because for you to create in this energy, you have to be authentically love and understand the love coming from your heart. She's gonna be in there till it doesn't go past this degree, till October 3rd or 4th. Now, July 10th, Mercury changes signs from Cancer to Leo. Mars changes signs from Leo to Virgo. Okay, so we're not there yet. Even though it's the ninth, we're at that critical 29 degrees with Mars and Mercury. And it's building up to the new moon in Cancer, which is asking us to understand our internal dialogue. Our internal dialogue is our feelings and emotions. And are we clearing out what has been asked of us over these last 3 years? Or we still got stuff that's coming up and it's hanging on, or So it's really gonna be to that new moon, that buildup of it's time to get real with your emotions, with yourself emotionally. And we're going to have the support. I mean, Mars goes into Leo, is going to be very supportive. He's going to be ready to, on fire to go. I'm sorry, Mars going into Virgo. He's going to be
Mhm.
ready on fire, but he's going to be discerning. He looks in all the details. He gets it all. This is what I want. You know, 'cause Virgo kind of hones in the the finer details. So, and then Mercury is in at the last degree of Cancer right now, and he's going to be talking to all. He's going to have these aspects coming up this next till that new moon, talking to everybody from going from Cancer feelings to Leo the heart, because
Mhm.
Leo represents the sun. Leo is our heart. That's why this Leo is so important. And we're going to about to go into Leo season, but a couple of planets went ahead of us. And they're also asking the same thing. Can you are you do you love yourself? Do you accept yourself? Are you on track with the things that matter most to your heart? So that's how I see it playing out. And that's just a real summed up version. Diane Diane and I will go into it on the 17th, the new moon in Cancer. We're going to go live at 9 and talk about that. Um, because there's a lot to this. It's not easy to explain emotions, let alone uh, hone in on your specific emotions. And this is why Kate and I decided to have this show today to try to. This is a really hard topic to explain. Like,
It is.
how do you love yourself? How do you accept yourself? Well, it comes down to making that initial intention, like Kate suggested on the last show. You have to decide you want to, or nothing's going to happen. And
Mhm.
then you got to decide to trust yourself. But once you do that, then you're sitting there, and this is everything that comes into your awareness: fear or love.
Yeah, because there really only are the two. There really only are two places, and your heart can't exist in both places at the same time. So it's either you're either in a place of love or you're in a place of fear. And that's what makes this really difficult to explain because the responses that come from living in those emotions, either or, have ramifications. They have one has some serious ramifications where the other one has only fabulous experiences. Only the good stuff comes through when you're living in a love path, a path that is a foundation of love. And you are really good at that, Val. You are really, really good at staying in the focus, staying in the path. Share with us some of those things that you do. How do you stay in your path? And we want to also express that we are not experts, okay? We are not professionals. We're not psychiatrists or psychoanalysis or any of those things. We don't have letters after the end of our names, but we do have a shared experience that we want to share with you. So that's why we open this conversation so that we can have the discussion, so that we can share with you what has worked for us, what we have seen and experienced with others, and hope that this uplifts you and inspires and confirms and validates some of the things that might be going on for you in your journey toward ascension or a loving life or healing life or a healed life. Right, Val? Do you want to jump in here and tell us?
Can you hear me? Because I'm frozen, and I don't know if you see me frozen or not. I see myself as frozen on the screen. So if I'm good, I'll just keep talking.
You are good. You're sort of in prayer position there. It's a
Yeah, I see.
beautiful shot.
Well,
Do
that's frozen. Yeah,
do
because
you
I'm
want
not.
to
I'm
do you
not
want to
in.
come out and come in?
Sure. Yeah, let me do
Okay.
that, and then I'll get into it. So I will. Well, you have to do it, right, baby? Or do I?
No, if you want to leave the studio and come back in. There you go. Oh no, now I'm in the hot seat. So when Val and I were talking about doing this, we were taken by a spiritual bounce that was a connection between the two of us that said, "Oh my gosh, this is so important, especially since right now and moving forward with the next, I don't know how many months. It's a lot of months that the astrological signs are supporting the planets, the universe is supporting releasing what doesn't serve you and determining your heart's path to go forward." Sorry.
No,
There you are.
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, there's Val, but nobody else can see her. I'm so sorry. We will get this figured out.
This is
Hopefully, we will get it all figured out.
so this is the energy though. This is what's going on. It's just like constantly it's like the energy's going so fast our bodies, our cells can't keep up. So we
Mhm.
have to go through these readjustment phases, and it's kind of like you just have these moments of total blankness. I get them all
I
the
know.
time. But I go, this is why I go into well, I love doing this and I love staying I like my default setting to be unconditional love because that is, I know what it's like in fear and I don't want to go back to that. So I, I meditate, I ground, I have conversations with my guides. I talk with my pendulum for a long, long time every day. That's my higher self. I am into the astrology, so I'm always researching what it is I am into. Astrology, anything with higher consciousness. Um, we're going to do the 12 universal spiritual laws soon. So these types of things are energy related, and energy is what we are. So if is that Buddy? Did you
Yeah.
see him?
Yeah.
He is being something else. So
I
just
know. We'll all just say, "Buddy, lie down." We'll all just send Buddy some love and calm and peace and
aw,
ask Buddy to just be this sweet and relaxed pup that we know that he is so that he can enjoy the show too. So everybody send Buddy, that's Valerie's dog, some real good light juju and hopefully he will be able to not distract you while we're doing this. And if he does, he does.
yeah, he's just and see, I know this, and I gauge the energies with him because he's usually pretty chill. He's usually, I mean, he does need to go in and out, but this time of day, he's usually ready for bed, no problems. But I can see it. I can see it in him and my cats. That
Mhm.
the energy is when it gets real amped up. And we all have this going on with us, our cells, our bodies. The thing is, I heard this today and it was a pretty good statement. We've been through a lot, however long you've been here. I've been here 60 some years. Been through a lot.
Mhm.
And we can go back and look at and be upset about this or that, but the energy's moving so fast and we're clearing it so fast. The only thing to really be grateful for is that you're still here, that we're still alive, and we're still headed on this path because we're all here as, to me, light workers, love workers, energy workers to help raise vibrational Mother Earth by raising our own vibration. So that's where it's a constant because you know what's going on outside in the world. It's constant fear, 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 fear. Everything wants you to be afraid. And this is just the external. We grow up, we grew up in all this energy, and there's a lot of fears we have to face, and a lot of beliefs and thoughts we have to confront to free ourselves from all of that programming. Really is what it is.
So tell me, Valerie, when you know that you're in a heart-centered, loving space, what are the responses that your own meter tells you? How do you know it's loving? Just loving, not how you know it's fear. Tell me how you know it's loving.
It because it just feels so good. I always am. I can, and my heart actually feels like it's enlarged, like it's vibrating energy, and everything is for the most part. um, very enjoyable, or at least content. I mean, there's no my thoughts would interfere a lot with me while I was learning how to just be in love. I don't have those anymore, but
Right.
I do work on it every day, like you do, like all of you do. It's something that it's like anything else. You got to maintain it. It just isn't. It's not. Some people might have it where they're just all the time bliss, high vibe, and don't have to think about it. But I, I put work into it. What do you do?
That's amazing because I was thinking the same thing that that's the long-term goal is that high-fiving, right? That, "Oh, we got this," and that's how it is with any practice, with any skill that you develop, is something takes repetition. It takes doing it again and again and again and again. And that's where that self-compassion comes in, to be compassionate with yourself, understanding that the training wheels are on. That we're not ready to put it into fifth gear and zoom down the freeway. We are learning what works, how it works, and sometimes why it works. And sometimes just even acknowledging that there's a mystery to it, that we don't even have to know why. That we can trust that spirit has this too, and that sometimes that is just really hard to put into words. Because how do you explain someone the joy and the peace that comes from walking with a loving attitude, walking with loving thoughts, walking and breathing and experiencing a loving environment without really going in? I mean, it could probably take us a year to go through every little tiny little thing. But it's a process, it's a practice, and I am so grateful that I get to practice it with all of these
Mhm.
wonderful
I am
people
too.
because it is just so special. It
I
is
didn't
just so
know that.
wonderful.
I know. I didn't know everyone existed. I felt so alone. Didn't you? I felt so alone and lost, like until a few years ago. And that's
Uh,
the good thing of COVID. I know everything has its um, good points and bad points, right? And here we are. So and this is life every day. We choose. Okay, so the external world is going on and on and on about presumed things that are horrible, and if you watch that, you're going to feel that. I know if I watch the news for 30 seconds, I'm sucked in. I watched this 15-minute thing I didn't even want to watch. It's just a bunch of talking heads going, repeating the fear over and over again, and in a different, from a different angle.
mhm.
So I used to be a news junkie. I mean, I had the news on, it's blasting in my house most of my life, and until probably about 2015, I guess that's when I stopped really having TV in the house. So now I would just pick the videos I wanted. I would pick the things I wanted to learn about, because I had to teach myself, like all of you had to teach yourself on what does this mean to be in this higher consciousness. Who, how do I know all the, because it's magic, really. Energy is magic. Magic is energy. So once you know the energy and how energy works, this is how you can stay above it and see it for what it is, like as a neutral observer, and look at it and say, okay, I'm going to pause and breathe and take my time with my response. I'm not going to react. I'm not let it get to me, because that's what it's all designed to do. And my guides told me a long time ago, focus on your vicinity. This is where I am. There's nothing I can do to change um, the stuff in the world. All of it, it's going on the news. Except I can do one thing. I can be love and send it love.
Yes.
And I can feel. I mean, it just shot out of my heart when I just did that, and that's what I do. And it actually it it makes me feel like I'm being helpful, you
Mhm.
know, because energy
Right.
is energy, and it's gonna go out and in ripples out. So if you're feeling love, you're rippling out love. If you're feeling hate or fear or anger, that's going out there too, and that meets another energy, and it comes back to you. every time. There's no way around that. Those are laws of energy. So if you don't, if you're not consciously putting out a loving, peaceful, harmonious vibration, and then I'm not saying that bad things don't happen, but they are a lot less than they ever were before, you know. And one more thing, I read the book with Neil Donald Walsh, Conversations with God. And this is what really helped me understand, because I couldn't understand which voice was which, and my voice was just brutal. There was no love in there. That's why I couldn't distinguish it, because there wasn't any there. My thoughts were so
Yeah.
bad. And in the book, it says, you will know the divine, the spirit, because it is always loving. It never disrespects you. You don't feel all those lower fear vibrations at all. It would never judge you. It would never chastise you, or that's us, our ego, doing it to us, or the
Right.
voices we heard growing up that are now on a recording in our head, and that recording could eat you alive. That's what it did to me. And I couldn't take it. And I thought, I didn't know I could change. I always knew I
Mhm.
was psychic, but it wasn't like my main focus, because I was always working out of survival. I wasn't enjoying life, so I thought that was frivolous to
Mhm.
put my time and energy into being psychic. So what did that mean? It's when you need to pay the bills, right? So
It's it's a difficult journey to separate.
yeah,
Okay, that there's an awareness that something needs to change. There's an awareness that there's something different, that you're sensing something different. You're not quite sure how to name it. You're not quite sure how to get there. And you're not quite sure how to hold on to it.
yeah,
So I'm gonna go quickly into the fear energy and a little bit, because I don't want to spread fear energy. I only want to spread love energy. But fear energy comes from everywhere in your environment. Okay. It can come from your television, it can come from your radio, it can come from the neighbors next door, it can come from a grocery line group of people, it can come from all over the place. Fear energy is energy that your cells actually can take on, and
mm,
when you take those cells on, they cause a disruption. It causes a disruption in how your body functions. So that fear-based energy is something that all of us are clearing. When you talk about going to have a chakra healing, or you talk about going to have a healing done, what they're really doing is removing all that fear energy away and putting back in all the loving energy that comes
mhm,
back in. Okay. So we're getting rid of that and pulling that back in. Okay. One of the most interesting resources that I found recently, and I know that Valerie has already heard about it, and that was one of those psychic bounces where I was like, "Oh my gosh, look what's happening!" We're both talking about the same thing. There's a gentleman called Joe Dispenza, Doctor Joe
mhm,
Dispenza, who talks about when you have a traumatic experience and you think about it, or have it, or you tell it to someone, or it comes back up again because life has a habit of repeating, that the response that you have for that incident actually stagnates your ability to be in a loving mode. It will freeze you. It will freeze. It will stick there. And so every time you think about it, you will again replay that particular event, that traumatic event that is either fight or flight or freeze, or is a really difficult response. His experience has been, and this man gives lectures around the world, is that we need to go to a place where our default is loving. It's your happy moments. It's the time when you are holding your sides because you're laughing so hard. It's when you know that this child you're holding in your arms is giving you so much love that you can't believe it. You feel those loving experiences as your default. You have to replace the one from the other. You have to get rid of the one in order to allow the loving memory to come in, and the loving memory to be the default, and the loving memory to be the way of your life. And so I'm gonna link the video with Dr. Joe Dispenza in the after the show. That way you can click on it and take a look because I'm not doing a very good job explaining it. Although I do find it very impactful because what he was able to put into words, what he was able to explain, the release of those responses are so critical for us to move forward to allow our love and our light to shine. And so, if it's okay with everybody, I would like to go into the meditation at this point. What do you think, Val?
And I just wanted to like touch on a couple of things. Okay, so the fear,
Okay.
love obviously can encompass vast amounts of things that we love, right? Same with fear, and
Mhm.
they're very sneaky, right?
They are.
And they stay in yourselves and they come out when we were just talking about. I was, one of the fears is imposter syndrome. Like you don't feel like you're good enough. You're doing what you love, but then you don't feel like you're good enough to do it.
Mhm.
These things are a constant in our coming into our awareness. And it takes a lot to go and stand there and say, I'm going to love myself anyway. Did you want to talk about the self, how to give yourself a pardon?
A pardon is a great way of wording it, of knowing that you don't know it all at some point and allowing that pardon to take that experience out.
Well,
Do you
and
wanna express it, better than I have there, Val?
well, I learned this from Serious Joy, and there's a YouTube channel, Serious Joy TV, and there's also a service, and he's an astrologer, but he's a spiritual astrologer, and I've been with him for probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years, and this is, I learned so much from him,
Mhm.
but I would always be like, what, you know, I'll never make it to where this level they're talking about. There's no way. I have all these things over here I will never forgive myself for, right? And he started talking about that. He said, you have to believe you're divine. We're sparks of the divine coming here in this form to experience experiences.
Mhm.
Not all of them are going to be good, not all of them are going to be bad, but they are just experiences. And you can give yourself a full pardon for anything in the past, anything that is trying to keep you stuck in that same loop, you know ask yourself, because I said, well, maybe I could, I didn't think at first I could, and then I would say, well, why not? Ask yourself these questions. And
Right.
I mean, I haven't done anything that bad except try to do the right thing. Because we're again back to intention. Were
Mhm.
your intentions good, or were they? And even if they weren't, you still can give yourself a pardon, a full pardon for that. And that really freed me. And knowing that, because by then I knew the voice of God, right? But I knew my voice was very, just never, it was relentless and never let up. But I had to figure out how to clear that fear. So, and it's, Ascension is all about clearing fears, clearing pain, clearing trauma, not all at once, but it's a process. It takes a lot of years. I've probably been waking up since for 30 years. But I didn't get a lot of these concepts till, you know, later.
Right.
But then all the stuff you learn along the way, though, just kind of just falls into place once you know these couple of little things. Okay, yeah, I'm not perfect. That'll never happen, and that's okay. And it is okay to say that to yourself. I still
Yes.
love myself, even though I'm not perfect. And that's where we got to get with it, because society will have you believe that because you're not perfect, you're unworthy of love.
Very
You're
key point. Very
Yeah.
good point.
So
Yes.
that's where you stand there and in your power, in your Leo heart, your fierceness, your courage, your strength, and you just look it in the face and who are you to tell me how worthy or unworthy I am? That's my job. And I'm now choosing worthy and I'm choosing love. And and I just pour love out around me and it just makes my life so much better. And don't get me wrong, though, I have bad days where I
Mhm.
can't seem to do that, but they're few and far between now. You know. Okay, sorry, I went on and on.
It's okay. It's all good. It's all good timing. We were talking earlier about, truth. Truth and integrity, right? Which are also being demanded at this time.
Yeah.
That truth and integrity about personal truth. And I came across this quote that says, "The opposite of truth is not just a lie, it's chaos." The opposite of truth is chaos.
I love that.
And you can all relate to that because we are all aware of how that chaos is playing out.
Yeah.
So truth, our personal integrity, all of those things are being required, and all of those things are being supported as far as the human side of it, understanding that we can't be all perfect, that we have to do the best that we can by coming together, by sharing these experiences, and by allowing ourselves those pardons and the forgiveness, that self-compassion that is so important in order to find that inner peace, to find that inner joy, that calmness, that ability to be okay. The circumstances are still going to come up, but how we look at them and how we move through them is what changes. Okay.
Mhm.
That's the piece that changes when you discover self love and walking in the path of love.
Mhm.
So, what do you think? Time for a
Well,
meditation?
well, no,
I keep going. Is it time yet? Is it time yet? Give me a hint.
all these good points, and I have to say something. So when with the oh no, let me just say this: we are divinely protected. Self-love, self-care, self-acceptance. This is all what this new moon in Cancer is wanting us to do. We have to know our feelings and accept them and love them. Going into Leo season, who's going to demand we love ourselves, or
Mhm.
giving us this other chance. And this is different Leo energy than ever before. It's a different Cancer energy. This since April, we've never lived in these energies. So know you're divinely protected. We are protecting the divine within. So, uh, to your point, it's hard sometimes to be vulnerable or be humble, but if you're doing it from love and you're just, I made a mistake, okay, move on, I'm not going to beat myself up over it. But the main thing going on until this Cancer new moon, well, it'll probably keep going on, but especially that build up to the 17th, we're,
Right.
we're emotionally purging all the toxic gunk that has us, well, because it's still there. There's none of us not clearing something. I'm trying to get patient, but we all have this thing that we're working on, right? But that's okay. I can accept myself that I'm impatient sometimes, and I can I can step back and look at myself and say, okay, how can I go forward?
Right.
Um, and the last thing I want to say before the meditation was the story in the person, that old story we're listening to, and say it was a person or people. How did the perpetrators, do you mind going into that one, own the crime? Because a lot of
Right.
adults did a lot of things to us as children, all from every angle. um, how do you forgive somebody? It's hard, right? This is where
Mhm.
acceptance comes in, and you say, okay, I might not be able to forgive. I can look at it as a neutral observer and accept it. And you get to the point, you got to keep, sometimes you got to keep going into that. Okay, I'm going to release it. And then we release in love, and we send that love out to, maybe you can't send the love to those people or that person, but you can send them wholeness, send them peace, send them truth, anything, just to get that out of you and move that energy, move it towards them. That's
Right,
there. It's not yours.
right, right. Someone else putting
Right.
their energy in your energy.
Yeah.
It's not yours. It's theirs. That's their story.
Mm-hmm.
You do not have to participate in that story. You do not
Mm-hmm.
have to own that experience. You don't have to own that as the reason it happened. It's the reason it happened was their story,
Mm-hmm.
not yours. So allowing them to take ownership of that and for you to release that, how you would need to have the compassion, have the knowing that you had the courage to get through it. You are through it. It is gone. It is done. It belongs to them,
Right.
not to you.
Right.
Not to you.
And it's hard, but
Mhm. It is hard. It is
you
hard
can do
because human beings can be awful. Human beings can be wonderful. I am very, very grateful for all the people in the chat, for all the people that watch the videos down the road, wherever you are, whatever time it is, wherever it is. I am so grateful for the energy that you send in responding and seeking it and looking for it and knowing that it exists, that we can share this kind of information with each other and that we've found different things that will really work when you stick with it, when you believe that there is another way to be. It all comes into place. It will all fall into place. And it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Being human doesn't have to be this hard, horrible struggle.
it. No.
It can be this wonderful,
Yeah.
exciting, fun
It,
thing.
it
You
really
know,
can.
angels are dropping surprises into our laps, or, unexpected events, or people calling up out of the blue and saying, "Hi, wanna have lunch?" I mean, there's just so much to be excited about. There's so much to have fun with. And we are sincere about hoping that this information that we're going to be sharing with you. So Valerie's going to be sharing the Serious Joy links. I will be sharing the Dr. Joe dispenses stuff as well in the link. And we hope that this means something, that this lifts you and allows you to see that yes, there are ways to process through what seems like it's really hard, what seems really, really hard.
And so Kate is going to go through a meditation to bring us into that feeling in our sacred space in our heart, what love feels like. So it's good to know, okay, this is what love feels like inside of me. I mean, it's kind of easy to see the fear, pain, trauma, but they're sneaky, so you got to kind of be up on it. And that's why if you vibrate at a higher rate of unconditional love, the majority of the time, they can't, it can't come in no more. It just, there's no way a lower vibration can exist in a higher vibration.
It,
It's impossible. Okay, now the higher vibration can drop down, but the lower vibration is too fine. It dissipates any darkness or stress or trauma or pain. Don't you think?
I think that once we understand how the process works within our energy, that
Personally.
it becomes clearer how to navigate those different types of energies, so that they don't have an attachment, so they don't stick, so that they don't block, and they don't go cellular. It's a really important distinction that is one of those things that when you're like riding a bike, when you first are on the bike and it's wobbling all over the place and you're, trying to get it steady and your foot's going down and then your foot's going down and then your foot goes down again and you're like, oh, and then finally you're in the groove and you are coasting down the road. And it is as cool can be because you have found the experience of where that balance is. You
Mhm.
are moving within the wind and the road and with the bike. And that's the same kind of experience that we're talking about here, is that once you've had that experience and you know that you can sense, up, that's energy I don't want to be around, or, oh no, I think I'm going to give it this kind of response rather than the other kind of response that I used to give when life was tougher.
Yeah.
And it still has its moments, but at least now I know how to smooth them out.
Yeah.
Now I know how to feel the air in my hair. Now
Yeah.
I know how to put on the brake and not fall over. So
Mhm.
I hope that's a good analogy because, it really is an experience. It's an experience. When you experience it, then you have it inside you forever. But hoping it and wanting it and thinking about it, and we're going to experience it. Let's experience it
That
because it is,
experience. And
yeah,
Gina's right. We all we're in this higher consciousness communities, and we have the tools that we like, tarot cards, crystals, all these things to help us bring that energy up around us on our energy column. Um,
right.
and and when Kate was saying about going on the bike and you finally get it and you're pedaling, this is the sad truth that you could fall then, and you got to get back up and try again. And that's where life, it starts to feel defeating, because how many times are you going to get up? How many times do I get up and try again? But you do, and it just keeps clearing every layer.
Right.
Excuse me, layer, from the cells, from the molecules. It's got to clear that way.
That's right.
It
Yes.
has to clear through energy. Yeah, we're using our thoughts to do that and our heart to feel that, but it's gotta, the emotions, the the emotions feel it icky, right, coming out, and you want to. It's, I can't take this anymore. I don't want to do this, and then all of a sudden it clears, and you're back on the bike pedaling away,
There
right?
it is.
That's the cool part.
Streamers are going. The cards are flapping in the spokes. It's good. It's good. Okay, I'm going to start the meditation. So I would ask that if you are driving, to stop the video and pick it up again when you are not driving. We would appreciate that greatly. And okay, so let's start the meditation by sitting in a comfortable position, and hopefully your feet are flat on the ground. Um, take in a few slow breaths. Okay, so let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And one more. Breathe in and breathe out. Gently close your eyes and relax as you listen to the sound of my voice. I will be guiding you to that safe place where you and love exist. So, as we begin, we are walking along a gentle path, and that gentle path leads to the glistening stream. The light dances on the water top as it flows over smooth, small rocks. You take your shoes off and step into the water. It is so refreshing. It feels so good on your feet. It's only a few steps to the other side, where now you're going to continue onto the well-known path. The sun is soft. The air has a sense of magic. Perhaps there's a smell of fresh grass or jasmine or any other smell that delights your senses. You're walking along the path and it brings you to your meadow, your beautiful meadow. You notice all your favorite aspects of nature there, waiting there just for you, perfectly arranged. We're going to take that in for a minute and just enjoy that meadow. And as you look around, you're walking a little bit further, you see the smaller path. And as you follow it, you follow this little path around and you come to a door that you recognize. Turning the knob, you open the door and step inside. You know this home. It's your home, designed for you and by you, and it is only for you. And you are safe here. You are happy here. And as you look around and enjoy all the wondrous beauty inside your home, you notice something different there. There's an hourglass sitting on top of a table. So you go closer, looking at the hourglass. Curious, you move toward it. And you notice that this hourglass has sparkling sand, multicolored sand that lights up and becomes brighter and brighter the closer that you get to it. And as you're holding the hourglass and noticing all the colors, you also notice a pour spout. So you gently tip it, allowing the colorful sand to pour onto a piece of fabric that's there on the table, forming a long river of sparkling sand. The sparks are all bright, different colors, sparking in different flames, little flames across this line. In all these places that you're seeing the sparking colors, you're seeing the times in your life that your heart smiled and felt loved. It's so beautiful. It's so tender and so bright. And now you notice that between some of these sparks, there may be a gray or black substance that seems to be laying on top of the light. It's only letting out a little flicker. These pieces of gray and black are not from you. They are moments when someone else said or did something that blocked your spark. You notice these spots look a little bit like ashes. And so now I want you to take a slow breath and see it flowing down to your heart and becoming filled with such incredible love. The breath of love inside you comes out and you blow that loving energy on the ash. Watch it swirling around to detach it from your sparks and allow it to fly off away from you. Your spark is now free to shine again, as brightly as the others. The spark always are there, waiting to be uncovered. Remember that nothing can take away the fire, the sparkle that is who you are. It can be dazzling to see all the sparkling beauty on your timeline, your heart's magical fire. So as you step back, having removed some of the black and the ash away, and all that beautiful light is shining again, Take your map. This is your map of all the kindness and love that has been given to you by family and friends, by angels and guides, your pets, and even total strangers. You take your map and you roll it up. This is your love map. I'm going to tuck it into your heart pocket so that you will always be reminded just how magnificent you are. Your love lights up the universe. This is your love note number 2. And now it is time to return, taking another look around at your wonderful home, grateful for its beauty, grateful for its safety. You close the door behind you and follow the little path to the meadow, and then through the meadow to the stream. And yes, the water is still so soothing. As you step out, you find your way. You find your way back to here and now. So notice how you feel. Sense the lightness, owning your power, your energy, and letting go of what others put on you is a very healing process. You may find that resting a little longer and drinking a lot of water will help over the next few days. Know that you are loved. Know that you are loved beyond measure with every breath that you take. And so it is. This completes the meditation for today. Please
That,
refresh with it whenever you want.
that was beautiful, Kate. Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad you liked it.
I feel like I melted into a puddle.
You melted into a puddle.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so cute. You know, we are meant to shine. And there are so many things in humanity and so many things on the planet that have come in and take over and block us. But when we float and stay in that place of love, it creates a feeling and a default that the more we practice feeling that wonderful, intense love, the more that we can say, I know what that is. I know how that feels. The more that we choose it, that we have that feeling
Mm-hmm.
on demand, we can get through anything. We can do anything. We can accomplish so much. But we have to be the examples and we have to be the light. So, thank you for letting me share that with
Oh, and thank you for sharing. It was beautiful. And
you.
we
Oh,
we have to make the intention, right? Each of us individually make that
right.
intention when we get the nudges from our higher self that something is happening here. Um, and a lot of times, starting out or even getting way far down the path where we are now and getting feeling set back from one of those, you know, past traumas and pains,
Mhm.
easy to just if have something immediately. Like I always say, I love myself. I love you. Like I'll grab my heart. You could take in a deep breath, breathe in love, breathe out love. Do stuff real simple that's just based in the love because you're you're processing through the fear and it needs the love to clear, to let go of that, to unhook from it, right?
Right.
Um, there's a the thing you said about your imagination.
Oh, yes, the
That
imagination. So, your imagination can be your worst enemy or it can be your best friend. Choose best friend. So, when your imagination is going a little lopsided, bring it on back, give it a hug, and say, listen, we're going to choose that path rather than this path. And make sure that those intentions and those thoughts remain on the love path.
Yeah, I like that one. That was nice.
I have
And
to say there's so many beautiful comments. I'm like so excited. I forget that I'm the one in control of tagging them and bringing them up. So, if
I
you know,
did
if
that the other day with Sun Psychic Jean and was live on my channel, and I totally didn't even think I was in charge of the chat. I forgot. It happens. You get in this energy, and you're like, "Whew, are you there?" Oh no, I think we lost Kate. Let's see what happens. I'm sure she sees and she's gonna figure it out. And I had one other little thing that we could do in the moment when these things might be occurring, because this is going to kind of be rocky, a couple months and longer. But it's all to help us clear what no longer is, it's not moving to the new
oh,
with us. There you are.
I was just taking a little swirling break. I don't that's the universe, right? That's the universe going,
Yep.
"Oh, Katie needs a timeout. We're just gonna put her on timeout for a minute and see what happens." So, I apologize
Yeah.
for that. I just, I really wanted to thank everybody that's been here in the chat. Like I said, the comments that were coming through were just absolutely, lovely, and, I did wanna share a dream question, but, let me see here. I love this one.
And if anyone wants a card read, let us know, please.
Right. Akela was smiling, hopping, and skipping back to the water. I know that. Oh my gosh, that is so sweet. I love that. Oops.
Wait, uh,
And
oh,
Heather says, "Oh, the voice is great for meditation." Thank you, Heather.
you
I
have the
appreciate that.
best meditation voice. You really
Oh,
do. So when you were frozen, I was saying one more thing. You go, I am, say I am statements. I love myself. And I have this, like if it's something really that's triggering you, say, I trust this part of the process.
yes.
So that helps it get start moving out of your way. And it kind of is like, wait a minute, you trust this? So that's the little things we have to do for our energy to go, oh, that's right. I'm not in the space I want to be, and I was about to go down into the space I don't want to be. And you can get stuck there. It's just takes one thing. And if you can remember to pull yourself, grab yourself, love yourself, hug yourself, and really, really should hug ourselves and be pat ourselves on the back for all we've done. A lot in a long. It's been a long time. It's even
Yeah.
been lifetimes for a lot of us.
Yes, it is. And
And
you know what? It is really, really tough to be human. It's easy to be spirit, but not spirit in human.
yeah,
So the human piece, we're gonna have some conversations, but the human piece can be really tough. I
yeah.
just wanted to answer a question here from Pamela,
Okay.
who wants to. This is a dream question. What is the purpose of dreaming? So my explanation of dreaming is that that is the time where spirit is connected on the spirit realm. That is where your guides are, that is where your angels are. There it's easier to explain it that is another lesson area, like a classroom, like they're giving you lessons that you proceed in step by step by step. Your guides and angels have made promises to be with you for your entire life. I don't know any person alive that does that for me. Only my guides and angels are doing that for me. And that is where they are. They're in that dream realm.
But
Once you're comfortable with them in the dream world and you can see them and feel them, you'll notice that they're also with you during your awake realm as well. So your dream world is the very spiritual aspect, very spiritual part of you. Did you want to add anything to that, Val?
well, yeah, because a lot of our concepts and new ideas and beliefs start from the dream world, start from our guides and guardians and angels, and they trickle down, and then they come into our thought, right? And we start weighing the thought. Do I want to do this? And you start feeling the feeling and you get excited. Yes, this is what I want to do. But I think that's how we get our inspiration, a
Mhm.
lot of it
Mhm.
through dreaming.
I
And even,
do too. I think sorry, I
go
was
ahead.
talking over
No,
you.
go, go, go. It's okay.
With
I
the
was going to say,
inspiration piece.
yeah, go ahead.
The inspiration piece is you wake up with an idea and realize that you couldn't have come up with that idea at all, that had to be spirit guide angels sharing with us. So, yes, you're absolutely welcome. So, anyone
Yeah.
that wants a card reading, I believe I have 3 people: Juno, Diana, and Aaron.
Yeah.
And I'll check back in again too. So, you want to pull a card for Juno, please? Juno Sphere,
Sure.
our
He's
beautiful Juno.
a beautiful Juno.
Yes.
Ron, hi, Indigo Jaguar.
I
Mary,
see you, Akila. Hope you're too. Yeah. Mary Harrell, thank you so much for coming. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited. We have new people here. Pamela is new and Aaron is back. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And Karen, me. Okay, let me go tag a couple of more because that is so cute. Okay, so let me tag these so that I don't forget. Jay would like a card. Okay. And Karen. Okay. Now we should explain too that these cards that Val and I are pulling for are magical messages. So these are loving cards. We're pulling both from the same deck, and in the event that we both pull the card, the same card, we want you to realize that that is like a major arcana, or that is a big deal, major headline, major headline. Okay, so let's start with Juno. Let's see. Hi, Ron. I hope I did. I know I didn't say hi all the way through. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at this. That part. What did you pull for Juno?
well, I got two.
Okay.
Dance it out. I think this goes for all of us, but I know Juno, she likes to do her dancing in there. I can move emotions through my body by dancing. Whenever I start to feel built up energy or crankiness, I will play some music and move intuitively. I don't have to look a certain way, simply move and feel as the stress or heaviness begins to ease out of my body.
Mm.
That's a really good point. And then I got morning rituals. In the mornings, I will take time to tune into myself, to set high vibrational rituals that will help me lead a good day. I pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve me and change them for the ones that do. I do love these cards. I thought they both resonated with Juno. Can I say one more thing about Juno? I don't know if we could put it
Wait,
in
what's
the
the name of that other card?
huh?
What was the name of her second card?
It was morning rituals. And so Juno is starting a GoFundMe for her to fix her car, to get a computer, get her cards made because she has decks she made. I don't know if you have the link in there, Juno. If you could put it in, please put it in, or how they can get in touch with you. And I know you're going to do it.
So, the card that I pulled for Juno is Watering My Dreams.
Ah,
I love that, right? Watering my dreams. All desire, all I desire is on my way, is on its
mm,
way to me. Sorry. Could I just rewind that a little bit? Edit. Hey, edit that part out, okay? All I desire is on its way to me, but like a seed, my dreams too must be watered. My belief and determination is what makes them grow. I will be patient throughout this journey. It is all unfolding at the perfect time. What a great card for inspiring you to hold on because it's on its way.
it
I
is.
love that.
Yes, and
I
it is.
love that.
It is for all of us. But oh man,
Okay, so next up we have who do we have next? We have Diana.
she's watering her GoFundMe dreams. Yeah, Juno. And you're dancing. You're dancing. I can see you dancing.
Dancing, dancing, dancing. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, Diana. Hi, Diana. All right. Let's see what Diana's spirit wants her to know.
Oh, I love this for Diana. This is loving friends. And if you can see
Oh,
that. Isn't that sweet? On the chair. On the rocking chair by the campfire, singing songs. Okay. Surround yourself with people who inspire you and grow together with you. Your friends raise you up and hold you to the best that you can be. You are
mm,
loved unconditionally and supported throughout your journey. Release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping things stagnant. Woohoo! I'm glad I'm in that previous group.
I know. Beautiful. I got magic for Diana. There is
Ooh,
magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidences, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It is way more fun that way. So
nice.
that's a good point. We get to put the details in. We can say I it's going to be loving and magical today. What's that thing you say in the morning when uh, uh, you ask spirit? Thank you. No, she says to spirit in the morning. Thank you for the beautiful surprises coming my way.
Going my way. Yes,
And she has
absolutely. Every morning. And every day there is something that takes my breath away. It's so good. It's just
it.
so good.
It
Okay.
really is.
So Diana's did you do Diana's cards? Magic.
Yes,
Did you read them
magic.
already? How come I'm
Yes,
like, "Woo."
the energy.
Oh my gosh, it's the energy. Okay, Akela.
I say it all the time.
Yeah. I love it. And I love the surprises too. Because half the time I've gotten really busy in whatever it is I'm doing, and then all of a sudden something happens out of the ordinary that just make it extraordinary. It's been extraordinary.
Yeah,
So
so beautiful.
yeah, Diana is magic. Okay, Akela.
Yes.
Oh, two of them popped out.
For Kayla or for
Yeah.
Diane? Oh, Kayla.
Hmm. I got recharge, and I got moving rituals. Moving morning. Morning.
That's the same one I got for
Like what
June.
you were just saying. You were just
Yeah.
talking about the morning ritual. Oh my gosh. Okay. In the mornings, take time to tune into yourself to set a high vibration ritual that will help you lead a good day. Pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve you and change them for ones that do. And then the recharge says, invite magic into your life always. Every day, grow the connection to the earth. If you are ever feeling low, simply step outside and appreciate the nature miracles in this life. Being in nature lifts spirits and recharges your energy.
Mm, mm,
Nice.
beautiful. And you finished? You're finished?
Yes. Yes, I'm done.
All right, Kayla. All is okay. I feel all that I feel is okay. I hold myself in love through the unsureness, the worry, doubt, anger, fear, anxiety, rejection, or overwhelm. I am thankful to feel the full range of emotions that I do. These emotions are the very contrast that leads to my higher expansion. So that's really awesome, and that's a good way to look at it. When you have those lower vibrational, emotions coming through, that's what I would do. I'd go, okay, what's the opposite of fear, or what's the opposite of worry? Just I would start making a game out of it. I'm like, okay, how do I get there? I can get from worry to secure or safety or whatever it was I was looking for, right? Peace.
Yeah,
I love these cards because they really do
I
help
do too. I do
understand.
too. Okay, next up we have Aaron.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I'm glad you thought that it was relaxing. It was meant to be
Was
relaxing.
relaxing.
And just a reminder that, anytime you release something, you want to have lots of water and do a
Mm.
little self care by taking a nap, or when you feel tired, sleep in. Everybody's sleeping. I don't want you like for work tomorrow, but just sleep in. Sleep when you need to.
Karen Robinson trying to get Johnny Depp, create him, get him in her.
Oh.
Where'd you put it? That was cute. I just saw it and it went away.
And
That was,
the card that I drew for Aaron is it's not personal. It looks like a cell
mm,
phone. It really does. It looks kind of like there's a cell phone. So let's see what this one is
mm,
about. People's reactions or opinions of you are not really about you at all. People tend to protect their own insecurities or fears onto one another. So when someone speaks unkindly to you, remember that they have something going on that has nothing to do with you.
yep,
That's powerful. Yeah. Don't
yep.
take it on. Yeah. Let it be their stuff. That's their stuff.
It's theirs, and you just keep focusing on you and your heart. Here it is. Karen said, "I just want to be surprised by Johnny Depp." Me too. But I
Oh, that's great. What do you
get a
have for
little.
Aaron?
I have guidance system. I love using my emotions as a guidance system. They show me how close or far away I am from what I want. When I am feeling joy and doing the things I love, I am in a state of allowing for my desires. I notice when I am feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. Okay, I
Mm.
notice when I am feeling low vibrational thoughts and shift them to release resistance. And that's what we got to do. And that's
That's
where the
what we're
work comes in. Yeah, we have to
that's what
be
we're here to talk
aware.
to.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, Karen. Me. I love that.
Karen.
Do you remember that commercial that was in front of, I think it's Monsters Inc., where, or maybe which one was it? Oh, no. It's Finding Nemo. When the seagulls
Mm.
are saying, mine, mine. And they're all on the run. Oh, no, never mind. It's kind of had to be there. Okay. It's very
Anytime someone
silly.
brings up movies, I'm like, I have no idea. I never saw it, so I don't know. And even if I did
Yep.
see it, and I just saw it earlier today, I would forget most of the movie anyway because
Oh,
I'm right here.
no.
I'm always.
Oh my goodness. That's so cute. That is so cute. So for Karen, I got Dance It Out too. Hope you got your dancing
Oh,
shoes on and some music on the player. So this one is you can move emotions around through your body by dancing. Whenever you start to feel built up energy or crankiness, play some music and move intuitively. You don't have to look a certain way. Simply move and feel as the stress and heaviness begins to ease out of your body. I love that.
mm, I
Just
do
love that.
too. And I got I am enough, and there's a mirror.
Ooh,
I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life. Those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. That's beautiful.
that is
And
so
that's
nice.
look, this is we're all here together. We're meeting, more like-minded people, or more. I don't even want to say it's like-minded. It's heart-minded. Like you have the same
The
heart
same,
desires. You know.
yes. Yep, the same lightness, the same spark. Yep. How about Ron?
Ron. Let's see what Ron
Ron.
said. Welcome.
Card for Ron. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We are bouncing here. I'm going to try another one too because I just got I am enough as well for Ron. With
Oh,
card
well,
that you
that's
just had, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll read it. It's a good
Okay,
one.
for Ron. For Ron. You are beautiful just as you are. You are loved just as you are. You are worthy just by being you. You don't need to fit in. You don't need, you just need to be yourself, and the right people will come into your life. Those who
Mm,
see and appreciate you for all that you are. Love that. But there is a second card with this one, Ron. And that is um I think this is unlimited. Can you see that?
Oh my God, we got the same part.
The same. Okay, so this is major. This is the
I,
major
it's
stuff.
unlimited.
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 You
You want
go
to read
for it,
it?
girl.
Okay.
No,
I
you do it.
create my reality with the thoughts I think and the things I focus on. I'm unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. Geez, Ron, you got that double time.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that came up both of us.
Yeah,
Unlimited.
very.
Unlimited. So
That was really cool.
I just wanted to tell everybody too that that if you would like to have these cards emailed to you, that if you would email the dream detectives at gmail.com. So there's a plural there, the dream detectives at gmail.com. I will make a scan of the cards for you and send them to you. So um, in case you do, just email me or put it in the comments below the show. But I don't know if you want to publish your publish your email address. So, privately, you can either contact Valerie, see you love you 11 at Gmail. Are you a Gmail too, Valerie?
Yeah,
Okay. Love
yeah.
you, see you 11 at gmail.com too. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so Fatima, let's see what we pull up.
Ooh, I got
Oh,
release. What'd you get? I got,
go ahead.
okay. Today I release limiting beliefs, harmful thoughts, toxic patterns, and anything out of alignment. I am ready for transformation and, and welcome this shift. I'm creating space for a new chapter filled with love, abundance, and amazing opportunities.
What was that one called?
This one is release.
Release. Okay.
Mhm. Release.
And for Fatima, I got loving friends. So this is again the same one that we had for
Mm,
Diana, but I'm going to read it anyway. So, loving friends, surround yourself with people who inspire you and grow together with you. Your friends raise you up and hold you to the best that you can be. You are loved unconditionally and supported throughout your journey. Release old friendships that may be toxic or keeping things stagnant. So that's what this one looks like.
yeah.
I thought it was a rocking chair, but it's not a rocking chair. It's a hug. It's like a group
Yeah.
hug.
It's kind of hard to read these and figure out some of the pictures, but the messages are really good.
Yes. And what was the one you got released, right?
Yes.
Trying to keep track in case they want a copy. Okay.
Mhm.
So next up we have, well, if my computer would let me have it, we would have it.
Ron is bouncing off his chair. My goodness, Ron, you should be all that beautiful energy. Hi, Jenny.
Okay. So the next step we have is um for January Roman.
Oh, I like that name. I like the.
I do too. And I like your icon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, beautiful.
I got coming my way. Unique opportunities aligned with my desires present themselves to me. I attract all that I need to make my dreams a reality. And we do. We do that in every moment by our focus and our choice point in the
Mhm.
moment. It's just that fast. Make the choice.
I got unique lives.
Mm,
Okay, lives. I haven't seen this card before.
mm-mm,
I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. Beautiful. Valerie and I were talking about these cards because the colors that they represent, the green going into the blue, this is the green heart chakra going up into the blue throat chakra and being able to
mm,
express yourself.
mm,
Or it could also be the indigo for the third eye.
right.
But for me, this one has so much green moving up the chakra lighting tower that it's
Mm-hmm.
it's all about the heart. So thank you for that one, January. That's awesome.
Yeah, that
And
was
I think I've gone through everybody. Let me go back through the main chat and see if
cool.
there's anyone else that would like a card before we say nighty night. Um, Again, thank you so much for everybody being here and for sharing the ideas. Share them with people that you love. If it strikes if it strikes you as the truth, I hope that you will come back again and again and experience letting go of anything that is stuck on your energy, anything that's blocking your light, because you really are magnificent. You're wonderful, and we all need your light.
Yes,
So, yeah, it's wonderful. So, thank you again for being with us. Is
and
there anything else you wanted to add, Val?
well, um, yeah, I wanted to see if there was any questions, and if not, just that I think we should remember this: the opposite of truth is not a lie; it's chaos. Don't let
Yes.
the chaos disrupt the love. You know, this is your energy column. This is your energy column, and you decide what comes in it and what stays, and or just visits, or or you heal. Any of it. It's all our own choices.
Absolutely. So we do have one more card to read, and that's for Isabel.
Why is
Um, you are definitely welcome. I love the courtesy there.
wow.
So, oh my gosh, loving friends. Loving friends has popped up again. Isn't
Oh
that
my
amazing? Oh my gosh. Okay. So surround yourself with people who inspire you and grow together with you. Your friends raise you up and hold you to the best that you can be. You are loved unconditionally and supported throughout your journey. Release old friendships which may be toxic or keeping you stagnant.
God.
Awesome.
It is awesome. And for Isabel, I got gratitude. I love acknowledging all the little things I'm grateful for. No matter what I have going on, I always have things to be thankful for. Whenever I'm feeling upset, I can fill up a page with the things I appreciate. This begins to shift my mood and focus onto that which brings me joy. And that's so important. The gratitude boosts energy so fast.
Yes.
It's one of the fastest movers to just start saying thank you to things fast. I get in three things and I already feel better, usually. And that it's again though, it's the choice. It's every choice we make in every moment. We are
Yes,
what we ingest. And I say that
absolutely.
thought wise and media wise, and well, food too, and water and everything. It is helping you raise in vibration that comes in, and you honor.
I think that Pierrette was asking for a card too.
Sure.
Okay, so we'll do one
Yeah.
more. We will do one for Pierrette. Yes, absolutely. Welcome, Pierrette. We're glad you're here. Look at all
All
these
right.
beautiful people that are with us now. It's just
Yes.
incredible, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Correct. I
what
got
did you get?
return to the body. When I am caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? My body tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax and let go of tension. Now I can return to any situation more calm and present. I do this a lot. I'm out, out, out of my body. You know, gotta
It's
keep.
easy to do with these energies, right? So, for Pierrette, I got nurture. So nurture looks like an empty couch, got your name on it.
Yep,
I'm just kidding.
yep.
Nurture
Her body, and on her couch.
on the couch. And
Uh-huh.
it's okay to want to stay home and be alone. You deserve days to yourself, days to relax and simply be. Honor how you feel and take the day to do the things that feel nurturing for you. Awesome. So with that, we appreciate you guys.
Do you
Thank
want
you
to
for
just
being
read
here.
one for? You want to read one for everybody before we go, and then
Do you wanna grab one?
yeah, let's
Okay,
do
for
one for
everybody.
everybody.
1 card
For
or
the
2
chat,
cards? 1 card for the chat.
one card for the chat. Oh, I got a couple good ones. Now you said one or two, and they're both good. Well,
Okay.
unique lives. I respect everyone's individual decisions and way of life. We are each our own unique journeys, and my way isn't the only way. My job is not to change others, but to simply love them. I love
I
all of
love
you. I love all of
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
I do too.
Okay, well, we're gonna say goodnight, and again, thank you for being with us.
Do you want the second
We
one?
love
I
you
thought
all. Oh, sorry, go ahead, yes.
this
Sorry.
is your
What
card. I thought you were pulling one. That's why I was letting it go. Playful. I
oh.
go about life playfully and take things lightly. I can turn any hard day or heavy burden into fun adventure. Why spend time upset when there is so much fun to be had?
I love
I
that.
love, I
Having
love it.
fun with those we love. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Hi, Amanda Carroll.
Hi,
Yes, that is
Amanda.
so good. So, do you think we should do this again next week?
If
What do you think?
I think so. If
Okay.
everyone would like for it, we might stream from my channel too. Let us know in the chat or in the the chat
Comments.
or comment section if you'd like to see it streamed from two channels or just the way we're doing it. Because we're going to come back next week with the next steps to self love and acceptance. First step is to, we got to love and accept ourselves before we can even think about spreading that out. So once you're good with yourself, then what do you do? How do you
Mhm.
be loved? And there we all know y'all are geniuses.
Okay, so till next week, we love you all, and we'll say
Love
goodnight.
you. Love you. Good night.